All right, it's Friday, and throughout the week, Iran and Oman have been discussing options to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Even though the President of the United States has been claiming credit for that all week, they're actually not involved. No surprise. It looks like these two countries are now going to be in charge of the Strait of Hormuz if it ever reopens. It's not going to open like it used to. There will be restrictions for sure. This whole thing has been one big debacle, and there's going to be major effects from this. And of course, the U.S. will trade credit for a victory that was never there. Now, that all being said, that doesn't mean that the war is over. You know, we could be back in a rinse and repeat cycle where it's peace during the week and then war on the weekends, which conveniently starts Friday, either right before the markets close or right after the markets close for after hours trading and futures markets trading. So we will see what happens later this afternoon. But the U.S. has also other issues. They have a worsening and worsening labor market, even though they've kind of pretended like it was getting better. It's not getting better. Instead of adding 85,000 jobs in July, which was expected, they actually lost 23,000 jobs. And June's numbers were revised down by 37,000 jobs, which is normal. You know, with US economic data, especially their jobs reports, they're always revised down in the future or corrected. So you always have to wait for those corrections before you react. Now, of course, with this labor market data coming in, this is taking more and more pressure off the Fed to increase rates. So it looks like they're going to be holding in September. The hold has now a higher percentage than the increase, where last week the increase had a higher percentage over the hold. Now, of course, this could change at any time with any geopolitical event, but right now it looks like the Trump administration might get their way and at least get a hold when it comes to what the Fed does in September. They would like a cut, but that's not even close to being on the table right now, it seems like. But a hold is better than an increase when you are wanting some level of economic relief.